Well, I'm hoping I'm back. We froze, so I'm hoping we're back. Hello, Joanne. I'm hoping we're back. I do apologise. I don't know why we froze. Hello, Pam. Hello, everybody. I'll just give a few minutes for everybody to join. I do apologise. I don't know why we froze, but we're back. Hello, Elise. Hello again, everybody. I do apologise. Back again, Joanna. Sorry about that. Hello, Piggy Sue. Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming back. We might lose a few because they might not think we're coming back. I'm back. Hello, Kim. So, yes, hopefully we're all back. Hello again. Hello, Deanne from Virginia, USA. Hello there. Thanks for joining us. I'm back, Leslie. Yay. Found you. Yay, Maureen. I'm back again. Wow, that was good, wasn't it? I froze. I don't know what stage I froze at, so we'll just bring in how far we're at. We'll just wait a couple of minutes. Hello, Dawn. So I don't know why we froze, but we're back. I think it's just technology. It knows that I'm live and it thinks, oh God, we need to get rid of her. Gone out and come back. Yes, we froze, Kim. We did freeze. We've crashed the system. It's all that talk of food. Or it could be that Abs got fed up with the talk of food and switched me off. Hello, Mandy. So, yes, we're getting back again. Brilliant. Thank you very much. I know it's a pain. If any of you wouldn't mind sharing the second part, that'd be much appreciated. I'll make sure that both parts are in the drawer for the stamp set. Excuse me. Hello, Anne. Apologies. It just froze. It froze me out. How rude. I'm back, Jennifer. It got rid of me. It might be the AALLandCreate Facebook page thinking, oh, good grief, what is this woman on? Hello, Debbie. Hello, Field from France. Hello there. From the Netherlands. Hello, Rinny. I may have missed some of you the first time round. I do apologise. Hello there. Welcome back. I'm very well, Dawn. We got froze out, Dawn, so we're back. This is our second half. Hello, Lynn. Welcome back, everybody. Apologies that you got frozen out. No, I didn't run away, Nora. Not yet, anyway. Thank you for sharing part 2, Maureen. I do apologise. It is a pain when you have to share 2 lots. Thank you very much, Carolyn. So, yes, I will make sure that both people in both parts of the video are put in the drawer. So don't worry, I will do it fair. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you very much, everybody. You're all really good in sharing. I do apologise for freezing. It just froze me out. So this is how far we got. So if you missed part 1 is on the AALLandCreate Facebook page. So this was part of the demo. You found me again, Jane. Yay. So this is our first part that we created, and we're just going to carry on with that now. We're back, Sue. So some of you may be joining me and wondering what the heck we're doing. No, it's me, Jenny. I don't know why we froze. So it's obviously just the internet. Hello, Andrea. Hello there. So this is our second part. Hello, Leodana. Hello there. So this is our first part that we've done so far. So if you've missed the first part, that's on the Facebook page. I do apologise. Hello, Linda from USA. Welcome. Is it because I'm so cheerful, Annie? It doesn't like me too cheerful, does it? But what's amazing is I can do my online class in the morning and you don't get any interruptions. Whereas when you come on in the afternoon, there's always a slight problem or a stall. Very interesting. Did you miss the first half, Dawn? Yes, that's on the Fanatics page. No, it isn't. It's on the Facebook page. But if you would like to join the Fanatics page, there is a wonderful group for sharing your artwork. Where do I get the hoops from? I got them from Amazon, Babs. Got them from Amazon. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you very much. So what I'm going to do now is I've literally applied the Distress Oxide, swiped it across my card. It's quite a dry ink pad. Oh, thank you, Pamela. I'm back. I thought I'd done something. Thank you, Margaret, for sharing. I like how you all think it's you. No, I have no idea why we froze. So keep your fingers crossed we don't freeze again. So let's hope. So I'm just inking my stamp up, my passion flower that's in the 1 day special. So we're just inking the stamp up. Thank you, Kim. I'm back, Chris. I don't know what happened. So what I'm doing is I'm just stamping that image onto the background. If you missed the first half, I do apologise. Artways, there you go. Shelley's just posted something about the hoops. Thank you, Karen. Yes, I'm back, so I do apologise if you've missed the first part. It is on the Facebook. It's on the AALLandCreate Facebook page. I will save the videos in both halves and I will add them to YouTube. So I'm just allowing that to sit on my ink and lifting using those AALLandCreate acrylic blocks. I have no problem with you. Exactly. No problems in the morning, Anne, but you come to the afternoon because everybody else and Facebook has got a lot to cope with because everybody's going live. So, hello, big hi from Germany. Oh, hello, Heike. Is it Guten Tag or is that just good morning? Then I've got it wrong. What's good afternoon? So there's our stamp, stamped. And you need to do that 3 times is what I've done. And also I've stamped it onto cream. So if we bring in our image like so, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this hoop. I missed some, it keeps going off. I don't know. I think it's just the way Facebook is coping in the afternoon. Because it has a lot to cope with, it struggles in the afternoon. I think that's what it is. Oh, thank you very much, Shelley. Thank you very much. It's a pain when it's in 2 halves, but we have to plod on, don't we? We have to plod on. We just keep going. We won't let the internet break us. And I'm just going to remove a little bit of that glue, just so that it doesn't spread everywhere. I'm just dabbing my glue. Use a wipe. We have problems with internet in the morning here. Oh, so for Roz, it's better in the afternoon. There you go. It proves it's different for everybody. Everybody's different. So we're just going to apply that hoop. Make sure you've got no glue showing. You can't have glue showing because that'll irritate me. So go round with your finger and make sure that you've got no adhesive showing. So just wipe your finger around because you have to press down a little bit just to make sure that that glue is stuck. I think we're nicely sticking there. So I'm just removing some of that glue. Eek, be still my embroidery heart, glue on the hoop. Thank you, Marion. I can't have glue on my hoop. I can't have glue on my hoop. It drives me mad if I can see glue. So I have to go round and make sure it's all gone. That's it. So there's our embroidery hoop. And the reason I'm not painting the embroidery hoop, it is nice texture, isn't it, Autumn? I love the fact that you can see that paint underneath the stamped bit. Is it the small things that make me happy? But the way that paint looks like it's see-through. I love it. And it looks a bit like chicken wire. So I love that. So I'm not painting the end. Maybe it's the time zones. It could be actually, Janice. It could be. But managed on my tablet. How strange, Margaret. It really is weird. So I've added the embroidery hoop, and the reason I'm not painting that embroidery hoop is I don't want everything to be dark and dull. Just because you do something in vintage tones doesn't mean it has to be dark and dull. Yes, I got frozen out as well, Stephanie. So we're back again. So what we've got now is I've cut out my passion flower. And I've cut one out of cream and brown. So I'm going to add them here. And you'll still be able to see the stamping underneath and the paint effects as well. So I'm just going to add these. It's 10 to 5 in the Netherlands. I saw a lot live. Exactly, Marion. I think it's busy. But if you can see, I've only used a tiny bit of that stamp. You don't have to use the whole thing. It can just be, look at those attractive hands. Look how lovely them hands are. So it doesn't have to be the whole image. It can be part of an image. And I don't want to glue it all down. I want some of the petals to stick up. So I'm just going to add this to here. And what I like about this flower is because it's open, it doesn't cover the whole of the background. It means I can still see some of that background detail. So it means you don't have to cover everything up. And just because somebody says to you, oh, brown doesn't have to be dull and boring. Brown can have lots of life and can be interesting. Vintage tones are my first love. I've always loved vintage tones. So I'm just going to add this here, like so, like that. And I just love these flowers. Again, just part of the flower, just part of it. Crafter's hands, exactly, Liz. Little Dannies. What are little Dannies? What are little Dannies, Shelley? I love the flower. I want to know what little Dannies are now. What are little Dannies? I like the flower cut out. I love it cut out. So I'm just going to add that here. But then what I'm going to do, loving the neutral colours, it's good to... Exactly, I think it's good to change things up, Stephanie. We had a workshop at the weekend that was very bright. And it's nice just to change it up. Because then, when you're watching, it doesn't get too tedious because you're doing different things. That's why I didn't do a card this time. That's why I did a mixed media piece. Oh, I remember selling them in the shop, Chris. You've still got them, have you? Wow. That's amazing, Chris. My first love has always been vintage. My first love has always been vintage tones. So what I've done is I've stamped the flower 3 times. And look at the fantastic dimension on that. Hello, Patricia. Oh, Danny is another name for hand. So look at that flower, which I'm now going to add here on top of my flower. And I love the fact it's so dimensional. And again, I've got 3 flowers here just to give dimension. And it's just to give you some different ideas. I didn't know Danny was another name for hand. My husband's name is Danny. Well, there you go. It's another name for hand, Marion, apparently. I didn't know that. What is a crumpet? Oh, good grief. How am I going to describe a crumpet? It's something some people have for breakfast or any time of the day. You put butter and marmalade and jam on it and it's a bit... Well, how do you describe a crumpet? I fussy cut the flowers, Jan, yes. With the Katie alphabet on. Oh, Chris, the Katie alphabet. I remember. Oh, I miss the shop. It brings back memories. Can you see I've fussy cut the flowers out and how fab they look? A yeast bake, thank you. Thank you, Sue. That describes it perfectly. A yeast bake that you toast and smother with butter. Rubbery. Chris describes the crumpets as rubbery. So, can you see that I've added dimension to the flowers? And it brings those flowers... Oh, pikelets. I remember pikelets. It must be a Yorkshire thing, Trace, to say the kids wash your Dannies. Oh, I loved my shop. So if you just see, you've got lots of dimension in that flower. But look at the background, it's still visible. You've still got the paint effect, the watermark, the stamping. It still all adds something to that design. It really adds something to design. So does the splatters. The splatters add something to the design as well. So what we're going to do is, we're not going to add white splatters because it wouldn't look quite right. So she picks up white. I nearly made a mistake then. So we pick up honeydew paint. We pick up our honeydew paint. She says that won't come out. And we're going to add some splatters of honeydew because I don't want white paint. Donnies, we say, Pat says. Hi, Debbie. So I'm just going to spritz this with water. So for those that are just joining us, if you'd like to share the video, that'd be wonderful. This is part 2. and one randomly drawn winner will win a stamp set of their choice. So I'm just going to splatter all over my face like I do. Just going to splatter some cream little splatters of paint. And I'm splattering the wall, my face, my hands, because it's the done thing. Just rinse my brush out because I don't want it to get in a mess. What are we saying? I have just hacked mine now. I took out about 100 plants when it had seeded everywhere. Oh, have you hacked yours? I've got to do some gardening as well. What do you call that brush, Tracy? It's a fan brush. It's a fan brush and perfect for doing splatters. It's a fan brush, Maureen. A fan brush. But that's what I do my splatters with. I like doing my splatters with a fan brush. So can you see? Let me just wipe this. I've got splatters everywhere. But hey ho. So it just adds another little element. A fan brush. You see, they're all answering you. So it just added some delicate splatters. And what I've got here is, now on the stamp sets, there's also sentiments. So you could add sentiments as well. Best wishes today, tomorrow and always. And it's got hugs and kisses. And it's got a lovely vintage font as well. But what I'm going to add to mine is I'm going to add a quote chip to mine. I'm going to add a quote chip. So I'm just going to add a little bit of brown ink around my quote chip. Just to add to it. And I'm just going to smudge that ink a little bit because it's still wet, so I can smudge it with my finger, like so. And I'm going to put field notes here. That's where I'm going to put the field notes, like so. What are we saying? Oh, did you miss the splatters, Dawn? I splattered them with honeydew paint because I didn't want to use white this time. I loved the sentiments on the stamp, but I just wanted to change. I'm trying to show you that you can use all your products with your stamps and mix and match and add different elements to your stamps. And just to prove that your stamps don't have to just be used for cards, they can use for mixed media pieces, they can be used for anything. I'm just after my tape. And you see what is also nice is, have I got my... If I bring in my background stamp, whoops, I'm trying to reach. If I bring in this background stamp, I've also got a piece of calico here. It looks lovely, doesn't it? I love vintage tones. There's something about vintage tones. But if you notice, I've not over-cluttered. I've not over-cluttered this area. I've kept it sort of here. I've not over-cluttered everything. I really love that. I just love that. So I've got a piece of calico here. Just let's move that out the way. And we've got the A7 stamp set. Just because it's a small stamp set doesn't mean that it doesn't pack a punch. It can still pack a punch when it's a small stamp set. So I'm going to add a little bit of the text. It'll only be a tiny touch, but I want it for an embellishment. So I'm stamping onto calico. I'm just going to stamp onto calico. Just create. I can use this in a different piece of artwork if I want to as well. Just bring this in, move this out the way. Oh, I love brown. You see, but that's what I like about artwork. You don't all like the same thing, and that's what you have to remember. I'm vintage as well, Patricia. The base I'm using is a circular canvas. Let me just turn it round, and hopefully everything won't fall off. It's a circular canvas. Just a canvas board. A circular canvas board. Oh, thank you, Chris. Thank you. So I just love the pristineness of the embroidery hoop. If you wanted to add a bit more, you could add string, like Hessian string around the inside. But I want to keep mine quite sort of natural looking. And can you see, I don't want to cut, I want to tear. Because if you've got calico, you don't want to cut it, you want to tear it so that you've got a distressed edge. So just distressed. And I've got, can you see that little bit of text on there? What size board? Hang on, let me read what it says on the back. Hang on, let me tilt my head. 20 centimetres, Sarah. 20 centimetres board. Thank you for sharing, Pauline. Thank you, Sue. So I've got the board there. And can you see, you can use bits of your stamps. So I've got a bit of calico here with part of my A7 stamp set stamped. And I just adore stamps. I adore stamps because there's so much possibility. But I love calico because you can fray the edges. I love that. Now, I don't want to just plonk it. I need to think about the design. I'm thinking about balance. Now, for me, it's going to be added there. You might be asking why. Well, because my cluster is here, I then don't want to draw the eye back over here. I don't want to put a piece over here that then moves the eye to here. I want to draw the eye to this focal area here. So that's why I'm placing it here. So we're just going to place that here. And these little touches are what I spend time doing. Like so. And of course, you know what I'm going to add now, don't you? If I can find them. Let me see if I can find them. Have you guessed it yet? We've got to have an index clip. Whoops. Oh, thank you, Joanne. I love doing these pieces. Mix these vintage tones are my first love. Vintage tones have always been my first love. Always have been, always will be. So what I'm going to do now is decide and add a little clip. Yes, I'm loving this. Love it. Index clip. There you go, Shelley. Oh, thank you, Pauline. You're going to listen to my waffle again, Pauline, on a chandy. I waffle again. I try not to talk too much, but it's also impossible. I pretend I'm talking to all you when I'm doing the videos so that I don't talk to myself. So I'm adding that index clip there, but it's not quite part of the project yet. It's not quite part of it yet. So what you need to do is get a bit of your paint. Don't splat it over your project. I'm just putting my arms in the way because I'm trying to get a bit of paint. There we go. You need to make this index clip part of your project. So add a little tiny touch of paint to your index clip. Just think about these little touches, just so that your index clip looks part of the project, like so. And you know I'm biased, but I love that. Do you like my accent, Marion? So this, do you know, I know it's only as simple. I love it that you talk so comforting. Oh, thank you, Dawn. I just love the fact that even in its simplicity, there are lots of layers. I do apologise for the phone in the background, which is typical when you go live. I love the fact that in its simplicity, yes, I'll be doing a live chat, Pat, with the lovely Yanis. I've got nothing left to say. What am I like? But I love the fact that in its simplicity, you've got the watermark that we began with. So we began with a layer of ink. You've got the watermark from the stencil. You've got the A7 stamping in the background. You've got the cream paint from the stencil. So even in its simplicity, there is lots of detail, even in its simplicity. And that's my project, just to show you that you don't have to do cards. This is a canvas board. Real life, sorry. Did you have a steampunk wedding, Marion? Wow, that's fab. So that's I love this little clip here. Do you know, I'm so weird. I'm loving my creating at the moment. I'm loving just being creative for the fun of it and just enjoying the stamps. I love it too, even though they're not my go-to colours. Exactly, Chris. You know, we all like different go-to colours, but for me, these are what I go for, vintage colours, but I love bright colours as well. At the moment, I'm loving everything. I'm loving just the process. I think it's fab. And stamps give me the versatility. That's what I love. So there's today's live. I will be back for the one day special. I've pre-recorded some videos for you to give you some inspiration. So I hope you enjoy the videos. I hope you enjoy Yanis's company. The one day special starts at 6 o'clock today on her channel. And I'd just like to say thank you to everybody for your support. Thank you for all your shares. So thank you very much. Oh, thank you, Chris. You and your clips. Can't resist that little clip. Just adds so much. So thank you very much for your company, as usual. Shut about them clips because I still can't get any. Oh, Leslie, sending hugs, Leslie. Hope you feel better soon. Oh, does Leslie like vintage as well? I love vintage. Oh, thank you, Carolyn. So have a lovely afternoon, everybody. And I'll see you all soon for the one-day special. Stay safe and take care. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye.